Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to a late edition of Eat Breathe Football. It's going on 6 o'clock up here in Freeport, Nova Scotia, and let's get into it. It was some rough games yesterday. I had some losses, but but here's the kicker. So I went 6-4 yesterday, but here's the difference between the way I pick and the experts pick, and why they have more wins than they count wins even if the team doesn't cover the spread. They still count it as a win, as picking the right team, right? See what I'm saying? So I'm only count wins when the team wins and they cover the spread, not like Buffalo. Like I would consider that a loss because I said take Buffalo minus 10.5, and they didn't cover the spread. Regardless, they some of them took Buffalo, so even though Buffalo didn't cover the spread, they're still marking it as a win for them. I don't. That's the difference. So right. So this week I went 6-4. It's kind of funny because some of these games like this is the first time it's happened all year. Like that's why I took Arizona, then and the Panthers with 3.5. That's why I took the Lions at home with 3.5. Up until yesterday, every team at home, getting 3.5 or away getting 3 or 3.5 was winning, was covering or winning. And yeah, like the Giants, Washington on the road. That was one of my wins. But yeah, like this is the first time the Giants were on the road, or even at home, getting 3 and lost. Like usually a team getting at home getting 3 or 3.5 wins. Usually, this is the first time all year that this has happened like that. So that's the reason why I took Arizona Panthers, the Lions at home with 3.5, the Giants with 3. I was like, man, I saw these spreads, and even the Jets at home with 3. Like before yesterday, if you'd have took all those teams with the points, you probably would have won, guaranteed, because it's first week that this happened like that. But yeah, there was some crazy upsets, right? Like Panthers, dude gets that penalty in the friggin' end zone after the touchdown, takes off his helmet, 15-yard penalty. Then they go for the extra point because they had to take it back 15 yards to go for the extra point, and the dude friggin' misses the extra point, all because of that 15-yard penalty. Panthers ended up losing the game, and they end up losing, not having first place in their division. They would have had first place in their division, all because of one stupid player um, making a dumb mistake, taking his helmet off when the game's not over, just to show off because he scored a touchdown, killed the team. They would have won the game. Uh, Raiders, man, I don't know what's going on with the Raiders. 24-0. I didn't see that one coming. 24-0. Raiders are, we could say they're done. They're done. Yeah. Anyways, Lions, man, the Lions were playing good again yesterday, up by 10. I don't understand the Lions. They can get leads, even big leads. Man, they just can't hold on to a lead. Like, hello, that's got to be frustrating to be a Lions fan, to constantly be winning all these games and then at the end lose it. No defense. No defense, right? No defense. But Philadelphia did what they had to do. Tennessee won. Uh, yeah. Uh, Washington, that late comeback in the end, they won that game. Like I said, Buffalo. A lot of people, 85% of the country last night took Buffalo minus 10.5. So 85% of the bettors out there lost, all because Josh Allen. They had first and goal from the 5-yard line. He throws that he throws that interception. Boom! Buffalo would have got either a touchdown there or at least a field goal, and they would have covered that 10.5 spread. But anyway, so that's how it works for me when I add up all their picks. These other NFL experts that are on NFL Game Day View on Fridays that I watch, and I write down all their picks and I keep track. So they're like I think they're like right around 60. I'm like 51 and 40, so I'm going to be like, now I'm going to be 50, 57 and 44 right now going into tonight. But yeah, they count them as wins. So yeah, so they'll mark it up saying that Buffalo won, but they just didn't cover the spread. So that's the difference between them and me. I count it if I'm taking a freaking a team with the points and they lose, then they lose. I'm going point spread. They're saying what the point spread are, but if the team wins, doesn't cover the spread, they can still consider it a win because they took that team and that team won. No, that's not the way to do it. Especially if you're going to do point spreads and you're picking games and you're using the point spread, you shouldn't be marking them as a win if they're not covering the spread. Plain and simple, right? So, anyways, 6-4 guys. Yeah, we'll talk about tonight's game in a minute. It's going to be kind of interesting. But yeah, and yeah, yeah, leftover chicken wings. Oh yeah, About to get into these bad boys. Day after chicklings, Monday chicklings. Man, I tell you, these suckers are good. Let me tell you. Anyways, let's get her busy. You know what this is? You know what this is, everybody, right? This is Shout Out Monday, the shout outs. Got some good ones here. Anyways, let's go. Alright, here we go. Here goes the shout outs. First one, we got the Denver Broncos and Russell Wilson finally winning a game. Finally. 21-17. They finally won a game. Shout out to the Denver Broncos. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Second one, the Minnesota Vikings are on a roll. Minnesota Vikings. This game was close for a while. Arizona came back within two there for a bit, but too much Minnesota Vikings. 34-26 winners. Kirk Cousins 232 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Dalvin Cook 20 carries, 111 yards, 1 touchdown. Defense 4 sacks. Justin Jefferson 6 receptions, 98 yards. Minnesota is definitely winning that division because Green Bay is done. They're 3-5. They're done. They're done. Anyways, they ain't beating Minnesota. Minnesota already beat them once, so Minnesota's winning that division. They're probably going to be a top seed, like top 3 or seed. Yeah, one of the top 3 seeds in the NFC. So good for Minnesota Vikings and Kirk Cousins. Guess where they got to go next Sunday? To Washington. Kirk Cousins going back to his old team to play his old team in Washington there. So, and Taylor Heineke, yep. Congratulations, the Minnesota Vikings. Tua and the Dolphins. Man, they were down, came back, down. I mean, yeah, this was an unbelievable game. But yeah, Tua, man, they did it. 382 yards, 3 touchdowns. Another one, 0 interceptions. Waddle, 8 catches, 106 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Way to go to Miami to keep getting it done against that really, really sorry Lions defense. My buddy Wade's going to love this one. How about them Cowboys? Oh, man. Dak, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Tony Pollard, man, I like this guy so much better than Zeke. He's so much better than Zeke in my mind. Tony Pollard, 14 carries, 131 yards, 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns. CeeDee Lamb got in mix there, 5 receptions, 77 yards and touchdown. And the defense, 4 sacks. 4 sacks. How about them Cowboys? That's what my buddy Wade would be saying. Oh, good for him, man. It's going to be a good week for him. Dallas wins again. They're looking good. The Saints. How about them Saints? 24-0. They played this team called the Raiders. Anybody heard of them? The Raiders, know? They got all this talent like, Derek Carr and Devontae Adams and Josh Jacobs and or Jacoby Jacobs, whatever the running back's name is out there. Anyways, they got all this talent, all that good talent on defense, and wow, they can't score. They couldn't even score. 24-0. Good for you, Saints. Andy Dalton. 229 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interception. Defense, 4 sacks. 4 sacks. Shout out to the Saints. My God, nice win indeed. Never saw that coming. Not no shutout, but yeah, that Saints defense, man, they're good at home. And here's another one. Atlanta, 37-34, overtime win. Marcus Mariota, 253 passing yards, 2 touchdowns and 2 picks. Pitts, their tight end, 5 receptions, 80 yards and 1 touchdown. Man, Atlanta, first place, I believe. Atlanta, 4-4. Congratulations, Atlanta. Congratulations. My buddy Brandon here, you're going to like this one. The Patriots, 13 straight wins against the New York Jets. 22-17. Wow, man, I can't believe the Jets lost at home, man. How can you lose to the Patriots 13 straight times? I just don't get it. Well, it's almost as bad as the Bills losing to the Patriots for 10 years? So, yeah. Buffalo couldn't beat the Patriots with Tom Brady for like 10 years. They won the division every single year for I think at least 10 years straight. So, yeah. Mac Jones, 194 yards, 1 interception, and 1 touchdown. Patriots, 22-17. Congratulations, Brandon, on the win. It's going to be a good week for the Pats fans. We got the Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles. I do believe they're 7-0. Wow. 7-0, I believe. Wow. Undefeated. 35-13. It was close there for a while, right? Yeah, it was close there for a while. Man, fine. Who's going to beat them? Who's going to beat them? They're going to have home field advantage. Number 1 seed in the NFC. Jalen Hurts, 285 yards passing. 4 touchdowns. 0 picks. 4 touchdowns. Miles Sanders, 6 carries, 78 yards, and touchdown. That's the running back. Miles Sanders, he's the running back. He ran on 6 carries. So a carry means every time they give him the ball, it's called a carry. So he took the ball 6 times, and every time he got the ball, he ran for a total of 78 yards in those 6 times he got the ball. That's what that means for everybody out there that don't understand that. So when I'm talking about carries and 6 carries, every time a running back touches the ball and it gets handed off by the quarterback to him, it's a carry. A.J. Brown, 6 receptions, 156 yards, 3 touchdowns. Defense, 6. 6 sacks. Start of the defense, 6 sacks, man. Wow. Philadelphia Eagles, very, very, very impressive. Man, oh man, they're probably going to the Super Bowl. Yep. And here was a boring game, but yeah, much listening. But Tennessee Titans do it again with the king, Henry. 32 carries. They gave him the ball 32 times. Handed him off the ball to him 32 times. He ran for 219 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's all they did all day against Houston was run the ball. If you can do it and you win the game, yeah. So shout out to the Titans, 17-10 victory. What we got here? The Seattle Seahawks do it again, 27-13 over the New York Giants. New York Football Giants. Yeah, well, you know what? Giants were in this game, and that dude catches it off that punt, tries to return it. He fumbles the ball on like his own 25-30 yard line. Seattle gets it. They go ahead because Giants were only down by 7 when they got the ball back there. And, they fumbled it, and Seattle got it. Got another touchdown right there. Went up to 2 touchdowns, and that was it, 27-13. So, shout out to, Seattle Seahawks. Man, they are doing good. I do believe they're in first place. Are they? I believe they're in first place. Geno Smith, the quarterback. 2 touchdowns. 212 yards passing. 0 picks. Metcalf, their wide receiver, who catches the ball that's thrown by Geno Smith. Metcalf, 6 catches. Every time he caught the ball, receptions mean catches. So every time the quarterback threw him the ball, he caught it. And then the quarterback threw him the ball 6 times, at least 6 times. Or he might have thrown it to them more, but at least caught it 6 times. 55 yards total. 1 touchdown. Not bad. Defense, 5 sacks. 5 sacks on that Giants offense. Seattle got 5 sacks. Man, shout out to Seattle Seahawks, man. Shout out to the Seattle Seahawks. What we got here? We got the San Francisco 49ers. 31-14 blowouts of the L.A. Rams, who are not going to the playoffs. They look horrible. They can't do anything. I mean, they got no offense other than Cooper Kupp, and he got injured yesterday with his ankle. Like, they got no run in the game, no nothing. Rams are another team that's done. Anyways, let's talk about San Fran here, man. Looking pretty good. Jimmy G, 235 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. McCaffrey, the guy they just got from Carolina, their new running back, they gave him the ball 18 carries, 94 yards, and a touchdown. And their other one, Brandon Ayuk, I think so, 6 catches for 81 yards and a touchdown. Yeah, so shout out to the San Francisco 49ers. What a heck of a job yesterday. Nice win. That game was close there for a while. Even San Fran was even down there for a bit. I thought maybe they might lose there for a minute, but they came back strong. So yeah. And this one, how about them Redskins? 17-16 with 22 seconds left. Taylor Heineke scrambles out of the pocket, sends it deep to Scary Terry McLaurin. He catches it at inside the 1 yard line, 1st and goal. They give it to Taylor on a quarterback sneak. Boom. He runs it in for a touchdown. Washington wins. Taylor, 279 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. And Terry McLaurin, the wide receiver for Washington. 6 catches for 100, was it 113 yards? Yeah, it wasn't much. This wasn't really a pretty game. I mean, a lot of defense. The Colts defense played really good. Washington's defense played really, really good. So yeah, and Washington's got a big test this next Sunday. They're at home, but they got to play the Minnesota Vikings. So that's going to be a tight. That's going to be a tough one. And I don't know between them playing Minnesota and the next one after that is at Philly. I think on Monday Night Football. Good luck, Taylor. You're going to need it. But hey, he's won 2 in a row, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, well, the legend Taylor Heineke continues. God love that man. All right, let's get away from that here. Last but not least, the Buffalo Bills. Bills Mafia does it again last night, 27-17. Josh Allen. It's kind of sluggish game. They never blown them out in the first half, right? In the second half, Buffalo just started playing like crap. I mean, they weren't trying to score anymore. Buffalo probably could have easily put 40 on them. They just played crappy in the second half. Buffalo had, like I said, had a first and goal down there at from like the 10-yard line. Josh rolls out, throws the friggin' ball almost into the dirt. The guy intercepts it right there. Otherwise, that's how everybody lost. That took Buffalo minus 10.5 because if not, Buffalo kicks that field goal or at least gets a touchdown there, and Buffalo covers that spread. They covered. So Josh Allen, 218 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Stephon Diggs, six receptions, 108 yards, and 1 touchdown. So yeah, shout out Bills Mafia doing it again. They are the number 1 seed in the AFC, and right now they got complete control because they just came back off the bye. They play the Jets next Sunday in New York City, right? Yeah. No, actually not in New York City. My fault. They play in New Jersey. Yeah, the stadium's not even in New York City. It's in New Jersey. The only true New York team is the Buffalo Bills. So, anyways, yeah, they got that, and they already beat Kansas City, Baltimore, Tennessee. I mean, all the other teams that are in the AFC that can possibly give Buffalo a fight for the number 1 seed. Not like last year, but this year Buffalo has beaten all 3 of them. So Buffalo is looking sweet for the number 1 seed. So it's looking more and more like it's going to be Buffalo. You're going to have to go to Buffalo in January in that freezing cold weather, probably snow, and try beating them with the 80,000 fans screaming, and it's freezing up there. So good luck to whoever's got to go there and play there. But yeah, it's looking more like Buffalo and Philadelphia. So we'll see what happens with that. There are my shout-outs for this week. Congratulations to everybody's teams who won yesterday. It's going to be a good week for you guys. It's going to be a good week for me. My team won. I mean, it was a nail-biter to the end, but hey, a win's a win. We don't care if it's 1 point, 20 points, 30 points, half a point. We can't get a half point, but anyways, a win is a win. So thank God we did that. But yeah, those are all the shout-outs. And got the chicken wings. Those suckers taste so good. Anyways, Cleveland, Cincinnati, tonight. We're going to have to go. Man, it's going to be a tough game, man. Like, I really want to take Cincinnati minus 3. I think it's 3.5. I just don't see where Cleveland's going to get the offense from other than Cincinnati's defense is getting better. And I don't see where Cleveland's going to get the offense from other than they run the ball. Like, that's all they do is they run it. They run it really, really good. But they got Amari Cooper, but they don't really. It doesn't seem like they can move the ball a lot passing. It's just running. And Cincinnati, they got Jamar Chase is out for a while, 4 or 6 weeks or whatever. So, but I think you got to. They got T. Higgins and the other couple wide receivers. They got a good running game. Offensive line's getting better. It's gonna be. It's hard for me to take friggin' Cleveland. It really is. I'm gonna go Cincinnati minus a 3.5. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I like Cincinnati give up the points. So we'll see what happens there. And we got a game coming up Thursday. Jeez, I can't even remember what the freaking game is now. Oh, isn't it Philly? I think it's Philly and Houston. Philly and Houston on Thursday. But yeah, all right. So we'll talk to you guys Thursday afternoon sometime. We'll catch up on that game. Everybody, happy Halloween. Tell everybody out there, and hope everybody's getting a lot of candy. Enjoy the rest of your Halloween night. Let's get ready for a good Monday Night Football game. And you guys have a good week. And we will see you on Thursday. Peace!